I'm Marianne from Your Ruin You Baby Wearing Consultancy, and I'm going to show you how to put on a ring sling. So this is my ring sling. I've already threaded it. If you're needing to know how to thread it, I have another video for that. So what I'm going to do is, before I put the baby in the carrier or the carrier on my body, I'm going to set it up so that it's a little bit more easy to adjust once the baby's on my body. So I take my fingers in between the two rings. I find the edges, edge 1, edge 2, and then I'm going to take a little walk through the fabric. And this is so that when I adjust, it moves a little bit more smoothly. I'm just trying to make it so that it's more like an accordion or a fan than a big lump. So I've got my fan, I've got my accordion fold, and I'm going to put that on the rings. There you go. All right. Nice and fanned out fabric. I'm going to think about which shoulder do I want my rings on. I want my baby on my left, so my rings will be on my right. My right side, right hand, rings in the right hand, and the tail going to the right. Right, 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 right. And then I have this loop. I take the left hand and I dive through the loop. Put the sling on my body. At this point, I want to grab the shoulder and the bottom edge and just make sure that they're communicating, that they're not twisted and that it's spread across my back. I can do the same with this top edge. Just make sure that they're communicating. And at this point, I can put my baby on my body. Come here, mister. Here. Hi. Okay. So I've got my baby. I'm going to put him on my left shoulder. Yeah. Oh, we're dropping things. I'm going to put my hands through the fabric and welcome his legs through, making sure that I don't twist it. All right. Then I'm going to put him on my hip where I'd like him to go. All right. And at this point, I'm going to pull the fabric up over his back. So I could cover his head, but I don't. And then I'm going to make my seat. What that means is he's going to be sitting essentially on the edge of a hammock. So I want to make sure that he can't slide right through. His knees are going to be higher than his bum. So I go behind us, and he's trying to straighten his legs, so it's a perfect example. All right, so I pull the fabric from behind me into his knee so that it's straight across my back. And then I go to his belly and to his other knee. So his knees are bent, the fabric is in front of his belly. And then I pull that slack aside. Then I do some more. I pull the slack across from behind me, across the front, to the front. So now I've got all this slack by my rings. I'm going to pull this down my shoulder before I tighten the bottom, just because it's more comfortable pulled down for me. And then I'm going to tighten. I'm going to tighten the top toward the top, the middle toward the middle, the bottom toward the bottom. And you can see I'm gathering up all that slack. Pull toward the fabric that's coming into the rings, the bottom toward his knee, the middle toward his bottom, and the top toward the top. Hey. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's nap time. And so that's how I put a ring sling on my body. If I wanted this farther down my shoulder, I could go behind me and loop my thumbs in the shoulder and behind me and shrug so that it comes down off of my neck. And that's how I would wear a ring sling. You can see that his bum is much lower than his knees, and that ensures that he has a little edge of fabric to sit on so that he doesn't slip through even if he straightens his legs. He's nice and strong in there. And that's how you wear a ring sling. I would like the top rail to be tighter. He's fighting me quite a bit, but especially with a smaller baby, you would want the top rail a lot tighter just because that supports their weight. So you would just pull the top and tighten.